peanut butter hunt? Not yet. September 15th is when our season opens up for the peanut butter hunt up here. So, I know a lot of you are waiting for it, but you guys still wait for a couple weeks here. Kind of get myself set up back there for it. Getting prepped up. Trying to figure out if I want to do it here, if I want to do it at a buddy's property, stuff like that. But yeah, it's coming. What do you mean, what am I going to use for a gun or peanut butter? Because I don't think I'm going to use the crunchy peanut butter. I think I'm going to go creamy. Gun. I'm going to use the, I'm thinking the Avenger 22. I'll just have to shoot them before they come and attack me. Otherwise, I'll be like a sitting rabbit. And the thick cover and coyotes will come in and start pushing them out. Yeah, left-handed trigger finger. The peanut butter hunt is on opening day. That's what I'm thinking. I'd rather do it kind of like in September over the dead of winter. The reason is because it's still kind of warm out, so I won't have a problem doing it. But in the winter time when we got, you know, freezing temps, I don't want to do it. You guys all requested it, so the intro to the peanut butter hunt is still being under review. I currently emailed YouTube earlier today to clear that video, and they responded back saying that this is going to be a, man, what do they say? This is going to be a issue or a cause of an accident with it. I'm like, whatever. So I'm still kind of fighting around with them right now currently, but yeah, we're still gonna do it. When's your season, left-handed? I'm kind of jealous because right now STKO is hunting. Small game already, and I'm kind of like jealous right now because it's like, dang, like literally, guys, I got squirrels out here that are within like 50 yards of me right now, and it's like I can't do nothing about them. So it's like, can't shoot them unless they cause damage, but they're not causing damage up here. So it's like, I'm not even gonna waste my time even shooting them. But every time literally I shoot a target, they still are standing there. We got an oak tree out here, and there's the last like week now. I was talking to James the other night on the phone about it, and he's like, man, sounds like you got a lot of them here. So like they sit out there as I'm target shooting, so it's like, you know, they're not scared of it. September 3rd, next month in Arkansas. September 3rd, man, I kind of wish our season opened up then. I gotta wait until the 15th of September. It sucks. But then again, it's like, the thing is up here, it's like, I kind of wish we had like the August season to open. Because the problem is, guys, I don't really like hunting in the dead of winter for small game, because it's like there's snow on the ground. But then there's like last year where I was like, yeah, I kind of like hunting in the snow. But then it was like, and then this time of the year, it's like, I don't like hunting in that. But then when the season comes on, it's like, yeah, okay, show me some snow on the ground, because then you could see their tracks between squirrels and rabbits and grouse and all that, woodcock up here. You could see their tracks. So it's like, okay, and then at that time of year, it's like, okay, come on, let's just go out and hunt, even if it's super cold. Guys, literally, I was out last season and the temperature was 15 degrees out, and I'm all bundled up, and I probably saw over a dozen squirrels just that morning, and then about 6 rabbits that morning. And I'm like, but early season, I'm like, nah, let's just have it in August. But then when the season comes on, it's like, yep, I'm all about it. And then James down there in Indy, he's already complaining that it's too hot out, which it is still. But he's still complaining about that he hit one, couldn't find it. He actually hit one with the Avenger with the 25.4 FX pellet, couldn't find it. I don't even think he even made a video on it. And he sent me the video saying that it was a hit, which to me it was a hit with the 25.4 FX pellet and 22 cal. But he couldn't find the squirrel. It's too thick where he's hunting, and that's the issue that I'm gonna have again this year, early September. Is gonna be too thick, so it's like I need to take that close range shot so I can find them right there on the spot. What are you talking about? Like what day next month? Is it first week of September? Or what is it? And you southern boys, you guys got early seasons, which 15th too. Yeah, I know. It's like I kind of wish like I got roughly like 2 weeks, I think, give or take. Within the next couple weeks, guys, the videos are probably going to be really slowing down quite a bit, or they might pick up. Due to the fact is because I'm going to start messing around with a lot of guns, getting them sighted in for this season. So there's going to be a hit and miss on my channel up until opener. But got an early doe season coming up here pretty soon in September that I'm going to take the bulldog out on and plan on shooting a doe with the bulldog. So yes, guys, it is legal up here. Before all you say, well, that's not legal. Yes, it is. I had 2 seals I talked to about it. They said, yep, it's legal. So yeah, but any suppressors for your air gun? Yeah, no, I had one for the Crawl MPL3, but now I got a 3D printed baffle system, which works really good. So it does quiet it down quite a bit. But yeah, that's all I have. Using a Diana Storm Rider, I have one, but I don't have the one with the regular. I have the first generation. It's on my channel. That was my first PCP, shooting a Barracuda match. There you go. Yep, 21.14 grain, I think they're. Yeah, they shoot really good and a lot of my stuff. I haven't actually had them. I haven't shot them in over 2 years now because I just haven't had them. Yeah, I still have my gauntlet, the first generation. Still have mine. I plan on getting that thing dialed in for squirrel season. So I'm gonna use that too, not just the Avenger. Now I'm thinking about taking the Bulldog back here, the 357, shooting. I got two options there. I could either one go really wicked with it. I shoot the Predator Polymags, or go up to the big boys that I'm gonna use for deer. Old hybrid. Yeah, a lot of people say that the 357 is too much. And really, I've shot a squirrel last season with the Bulldog. I was using JSB 81 grain. It was like a 25-yard shot. Pellet obviously passed through his vital area, and he was kind of quartering away. When I took the shot, he was on the ground. He was kind of quartering away, and the pellet basically went right through, and he only ran about 10 yards. So I don't know, I haven't looked yet. .25 shooting Polymags out to 60 yards all day. Yeah. I've never really messed with 25 Polymags. Actually, my Avenger 25 is disabled right now. I got fed up with Air Venturi. There's a 6 to 8 week period on them right now. So I basically got to the point is that I actually did discover it myself, guys. Listen to this. This is something I want you guys to hear. Well, it was actually an easy fix, but the problem is I don't have stock for it now. So basically what happened was, long story short, guys, is there was one day this summer I was shooting Godzilla 25 Avenger. And my first shot was fine. My second shot was fine. And I'm like, okay, well, we're getting somewhere. This was before it even broke down. My third and fourth shot is where it blew up. Literally blew like completely like over top my shoulder with it. And what happened is the butt stock blew off the stock. And so I contacted Air Venturi and I said, hey, you know, I have the 25 Avenger. It's currently broke down. Can I send it in for a replacement? Or whatever, get a refund. Which actually my sponsor sent it to me, so, you know, yeah. But they said, yeah, man, you know, I talked to Roger over there at Air Venturi. He said, yeah, it's gonna be like a 6 to 8 week period before either one, we can look at it, or two, fix it and send you a replacement. I said, no, I'm not gonna wait that. He said, well, call us back on Monday morning and we'll see what's going on here. So I ended up calling him back on Monday morning. I talked to him again. I said, yeah, you know, I'm just calling back to check in to see if maybe there's a little bit of an update or something like that. And he said, still 6 to 8 week period. He goes, I can't pull any feathers here on this. He said, we are so far behind right now that it's not funny. And I said, oh, okay. So I ended up tearing the gun apart. Not literally tearing it apart, but just kind of like seeing what's going on with it. So took the scope off of it, and on the Picatinny rail that's on top. Let me grab the 22, I'll show you guys. And I don't have it. Actually, yeah, I do. I'll just show you guys this. So I ended up tearing it apart and trying to discover what was going on here. So basically, there's two rails here, like this one and this one. You take off this back rail with these little set screws with an Allen wrench, and what was happening was there's a screw right here that it does your cocking lever. And this thing, what happened is when I went to go cock it, it basically was so loose that this cocking lever basically just slid, so the gun didn't cock. So what happened is when I took the shot, it basically didn't push the pellet down the barrel because the cocking lever didn't come all the way back to go click. And then when I pushed it forward, which I thought it was cocked, and basically it wasn't. So when I took that shot, there was so much back pressure and it wasn't enough to push that pellet down the barrel. What happened was it got lodged in the barrel before it even left anything. It didn't even come down the barrel. It didn't even shoot. So all that friction from that happening, because of the back pressure shooting out, basically blew the whole back stock off of the gun. And what I discovered is when I took off this back rail, there was a screw that you tighten up. Well, what happened is that screw, when that completely blew up on me, that screw came loose. But it was held on by this rail. And when I pulled off this back rail, what happened was it fell off. Fell on the ground. I picked it up, and I was talking to STKO that night on it. And he goes, what was that? And I said, oh, it was a screw for something. And that's all it was. But something about this cocking lever. So guys, I can tell you this right now. If you guys have the Avenger, or are going to want to get the Venturi Avenger, I'm going to give you guys a tip right now. If you start to feel your cocking lever move up and down, and it feels really, really loose, where you could do that, like just that really, really loose feeling, what you do is you take off your scope. Yeah, it sucks. You just got to take your scope off. You loosen up all these set screws right here. This whole piece come off like this, and it basically looks like this. The back screw on this end is your side lever cocking bolt. And if that comes loose, you want to make sure, you want to check it out all the time. So if you guys feel something kind of loose there, don't even shoot the gun. Decock it and take your scope off, loosen this back rail, and you're going to find a hole like this in it. And I don't remember what size Allen wrench it is, but that's going to save you guys 100% from having what happened to mine, because I didn't know that back then. Never knew that. I thought the side lever cocking was a one-piece thing like the Storm Rider is. What comes to find out that there's a set screw right here that is holding it. And it's sad. Literally, guys, it is 100% sad that that happened to mine. And something else, not just that, but all that back pressure because of the cocking basically blew the whole stock right off of it, of the butt. So, something for you guys to look into and keep an eye on. because I'd rather save you guys the tip over you all having the same issue and then come to find out that it was something like this. So always check that. If your bolt is not loose, then you're good. But if it starts to come loose, don't even shoot the gun. Take that off, tighten it down, and then you should be good to go from there. But I didn't know that about a couple months ago. And now it shoots, even though there's no air, but now it shoots. So I definitely, guys, definitely keep an eye on that, because I didn't really do it to see. So yeah, it's working, but the issue is I have no stock for it. But the thing is, when I went to go air it up the other night, I have a leak. So with that being said, basically it doesn't hold air. It's leaking out of this. Tells me there's an O-ring that is basically bad. And the guys, I could tell you right now is, when you put your guns away in PCP line, have them aired up a little bit, at least 1,000 PSI. Don't drain them out empty and store them away. And I tried to fill up this gun last night again, and it's still leaking currently because that O-ring dried out and it cracked. So there's no O-ring now. I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna show you guys real quick while the gun is disassembled. I'm gonna show you guys exactly where that set screw is. Normally I don't do these type of videos, but I just figured, well, might as well help you guys out so you guys know what to look for. So you guys are not having the same issue I'm having right now, where Venturi wants to 6 to 8 week period for you to even get looked at, and then come find out that it was the whole issue. But now the gun's not holding air, so it's because there's an O-ring that's cracked in it. So hang on guys, I'm trying to take this off. These set screws are really long right now, so I'm gonna try to that one. Okay, so basically this is all off. Let me put it on safe. Even though there's no pellet in it right now, it's this screw right here. This one right here. There's an Allen key or Allen wrench, and this is actually, this is the right size right here. So basically, let me tell you guys what size this actually is, if I can see it. That's the problem. So it's this size. It's really small. So basically, what happens is, it's this screw right here, the very back one. And you could either tighten it or you can loosen it. What was happening was, watch the side lever, guys. Watch what happens when it comes loose. So if it comes to that level where it starts to become loose, what happens is the side lever won't even work. Forgot how long this little threaded screw was in the gun. Okay, so that's kind of like max out, but you guys can see that it won't cock. And that's what happened is, basically it just got flesh with this back screw here. So what happened is, when I shot that day, I went to go cock it back. That screw was basically loose, and when my first couple shots were fine. I had no problem cocking it. What happened is, because something, I don't know if it was the recoil, or if it was something internally from the shot, basically loosened up, or all the time that I cocked this gun, it basically became loose. And that's something, guys, to keep an eye on. Like I said, now I can move this bolt up and down where it's not gripping. So what you do is you take that off. What happens is, if you leave it like that, what's gonna happen is it's gonna close. And you're gonna feel it kind of grip. So I'm tightening it back in now, and it's gonna start getting tighter. What's gonna happen is, here in a minute, I'm gonna be able to cock the gun. Kinda hate this Allen wrench. So what's gonna happen is, now when I still can't cock it currently, so what happens is, you wanna be able to put it where it just barely grips. I have mosquitoes biting my leg. And it's gonna grip it. You gotta go in pretty far. Literally, guys, it's not about just a couple turns. You gotta go way in for it to be able to set. That should be probably good. There we go. Now it's cocked. Now, that's the gun moving. But that is not flexing. So basically, now watch this. Now, guys, it shoots. So that's something to keep an eye on, guys. Double check it. If you start to feel any play in your side lever and cocking, check that before you even do anything else. Don't even shoot the gun. If for some odd reason it doesn't cock and there's a pellet loaded into the breech, do it in a safe manner. Don't try to dry fire it, or don't try to do nothing like that. What happens is, it's because of your screw right here in this slot came loose. So put it in a safe direction. Don't try to force the cocking. It ain't gonna work. You'll sit there and it's like a spring. It'll just bounce back. It's like that. Don't even try to do it. Take off the back rail, and it's that screw right here. Basically, you tighten it back down, and you'll be able to cock it again. So yeah, that's what I discovered about it. It's kind of sad. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that that was the case the whole time. It was not internally. Now there is something internally going on with it, because there's an O-ring busted. So that kind of tells me right away that that fixed it from having that misfire. But at the same time, there's something internally wrong now. So for it to not cock and shoot, and for it to blow up like that, there's something else wrong with it. So I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that level, but I just wanted to show you guys that that's what the cause is. If your cocking lever is loose, that's what's gonna happen. So once you start to feel that move, budge up and down, it's time to check your screw on your cocking lever. Which the funny thing is, they don't tell you that in the owner's manual. What they want you to do is they want you to send the gun in. They want to get extra money off of you by you sending it in. It's the same thing with the Woodstock. It's the same thing with the other Avengers. The 177, 22, and 25, it's all the same. There's not anything different. It's the same. So you guys got the 25, it's going to be the same. If you got the 22, if you got the 177, they're all the same. But yeah, I thought that was kind of silly, and then I discovered it by talking to James, STKO Outdoors. Me and him went into depth one night on it, and I tried to figure it out, and that's when he brought up, I wonder if maybe it's something like this. So that's all it was. And then now I got an O-ring delete, or O-ring that's busted in the cylinder that's not holding air, because with the Yong hang, I air it up, it's leaking air. So that was all it was the whole time. I know James is watching a football game tonight. He's down there in Indy watching the Colts play, but he's probably not on here right now, so. Yeah, no problem. I'm just trying to help you guys out. That's all I'm doing, you know, in case you guys get this gun or have it currently and starting to feel your bolt starting to kind of bounce up and downwards. That's the sign. Before you might, guys, you might as well do that before something else causes it to go. At least check that out first before doing anything else to it. Hang on, guys, I will be right back. Dang, where is everybody at on a Saturday night? Usually I get a lot of people out here on a Saturday. Like Tim's one of them, and a lot of other people, but not getting them tonight to show up. I don't know. 100%. I still, guys, for all you to know, I still have the Umerix Gauntlet Gen 1. That is still working. Just perfect. I'm going to use this bad boy for squirrel season 2. thing is, it's just so awkward and bulky, and but it should work out there. So my backup, and then I still have the Storm Rider. That's my other backup. So I have a couple brake barrels that I might break out this season. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do like like we did last year, top squirrel guns that I'm gonna use for the year. There might be a couple rim fires in there this year. Um, but yeah, we're gonna do that back in September. I'm thinking probably the week before opener. We'll go ahead and do a squirrel gun update, I guess you want to call it. Yeah, I want to get me one, an Avenger. Definitely want to get me one because I mean, like the standard Avenger, the gauntlet's so long and bulky, and it's like it catches on everything, and then the Bulldog's kind of too much for it, So, but yeah, the Diana Storm Rider, they're really short. Which mine's really loud though. Mine cracks like my Storm Rider cracks like a 22 LR going off, but where my Avenger's like a mouse fart out there. Which is kind of funny because I had a buddy of mine borrow the Storm Rider one time for squirrels in his backyard, and he's like, no, I don't have to worry about it being loud. I told him, I said, dude, it's loud. He goes, it probably ain't that loud. So he brings it back to his house, and he ended up shooting some squirrels during season. And he's like, dang, you weren't kidding on this sucker being that loud. I said, yeah, it cracks like a little 22. And he's like, man, I take that back. He goes, yeah, this thing's too loud for my property. Like, I mean, he lives out in the country, but still, it was like he wanted to be more quiet than that. So he ended up bringing it back here and borrowed one of my brake barrels, the Swarm Whisper. He goes, now that's quiet. So yeah, he was kind of shocked on it, I guess you could say. Dang, I don't know where everybody's at tonight. They all out partying or something. They're all mad because I haven't uploaded a video. Maybe that's why. I think that's what it is, guys. They're all slacking. They're all all tending their wives and girlfriends and stuff. Any critters in the backyard? No. They won't pop their faces out when I'm out here. And until I close up the door, that's when they show up. But the moment that they see this door open, they won't come out for some odd reason. But then again, it's like, I don't even care. Like, we got a couple muskrats in our pond that are causing damage, so I'm waiting for them to come out. But I haven't seen them in the last couple nights. And then the stupid mice, guys. Literally, the mice around this property are driving me insane. I'm going to become a Johnny Mac on YouTube. And I'm going to start taking the Avenger 22, put the ATN on it, and start shooting mice. Drives me nuts. Every time I look out there on the bird feeder on the ground, I see mice running all over. And I've been using the one leaf commander to do some scanning, and they're all over the log piles, and like I'm pretty sure there'd probably be one there right now, and there is. Bulldog's too big for that though. Zoom in. Yeah, there's one on it right now on the log pile out there. Literally, guys, it's sad, but that's how many mice we have around here right now. But I'd rather have them outside than in the garage, basically. Like, I can care less for them to be out there. It's not a big deal. But when they come into the garage, that's a whole different story. Then it's like, yeah, they gotta go. Yeah, Johnny Mac on YouTube, he does it. He's up here in Michigan too. He commented on one of my videos. It was the I think the Crosman video he commented on. I've watched him for a couple years now, and he first started out shooting chipmunks, and then now he's shooting mice at like 94 yards with a Benjamin Armada in 22 with the ATN on the thing. And that's what kind of caught me on it, was when he did that. I was like, dang, that's a long shot on a little mouse. And he still does it. Like, it's crazy. But he makes good videos. Like, literally, guys, he's the little mouse secret hunter. But he used to shoot chipmunks all the time. And that's what I was like, yeah, you know, I'll watch it, blah, blah. And then once he started shooting mice with his Armada, I was like, dang. So you guys will have to go check them out. And if you guys do check them out, say that I sent you guys. So, alright guys, I think we're going to get off here. There's not many people on tonight. Everybody's probably busy, but I'm going to get off here. I got to get to bed pretty soon here. Got a busy day tomorrow myself. So, anyways, you all take care. Peanut butter hunt's coming along. September 15th is our opener. So, got a couple weeks out from now, roughly. So, we'll see you guys later this week, I'm thinking. I don't know. Whatever video pops up. So, what's his name? Your YouTube channel. It's Johnny Mac is his YouTube channel. If you go and follow him, tell him that I sent you. He's up here in Michigan. It's Johnny Mac. You'll like it. Left-handed. I was watching a couple of his videos. Like I said, guys, I've been watching him for months, and he shoots skunks. Literally, he'll shoot skunks with his Armada. Like, he goes out to these baseball fields, and he'll shoot skunks. And it's like with an ATNX sight on his Armada, and he'll just go out to the baseball fields and he'll shoot skunks. Go to, it was a Crosman video of mine. Go to one of my Crosman, you'll find him if he's still on there. Or if Tim blocked him. Which I don't think Tim did. What I'll do is left-handed trigger finger. I'll go ahead and link his channel in the description of this live tonight. So click on that. So it's Johnny Mac. It's I wonder if I could share my screen on this thing. I don't even know. I don't know. I'll link his channel into it at the end of the live stream here, but you all take care. Check out Johnny Mac. And if you guys do go over, tell him that I sent you all. And I'm pretty sure he'll appreciate it. He does some good skunk videos and mice videos and like all these different hunting stuff he has. So y'all take care. I'm gonna link it down below. Johnny, if you're watching this right now, you're gonna watch this live later on tonight. Make sure you tag yourself into it. Y'all take care. We'll see you guys on the next.